Hello, hello, hello. Let me move this. Let me make sure that the mic is right, make sure you can hear me. Okay, hello, hello, hello. Hi, it's me, Camila Rose. Welcome to another week of videos. Yes, I know, Cancers, I missed you yesterday. I woke up literally in the middle of the night and was like, ooh, I did not do that. But Cancer Shares will be up today. This is Scorpio's video. Hello, Scorpios. It is Tuesday, your day. I hope you're having a wonderful time. I hope that you were able to have a really nice Monday with the North Node conjunction with Chiron and Aries. Lots of Mars energy, very active, healing lots of wounds related to the parts of you that make you you, that you might have had to put away because you were scared that it would get you ousted from community. So yeah, a lot of deep work. Hopefully something that was able to be not too stressful or too painful, but hopefully healing. So to get into that a little bit further, we are going to do kind of a mix. I have a peace and healing readings that I like to do, and I have shadow work readings that I like to do. We're going to kind of combine those together. So we're going to get the message from our shadow. We're going to get more information from the shadow. That, like, what is like the collective shadow of the Scorpio? Of Scorpio energy. What does that want to tell us? And then we're going to pull that last one. Like, how do we work with this? What's like the integration plan? You know what I'm saying? Okay. So like that'll be our peace and healing part, right? Okay. So let's get into it. Okay. What does, Scorpio's shadow want to talk about? Ooh, Scorpio. You've been feeling left out in the cold? Have you been feeling like you haven't been getting the support that you would like? I see. Okay. Especially perhaps when it comes to finances. You may be feeling like you're unsupported. Maybe you've been looking for a job and haven't been able to find one. We're going to do that. That was definitely right side up. So we're going to go ahead and make that right side up. All right. So your shadow is saying that it may be time for you to let go of a negative experience, a unhealthy space that you've been in mentally. Ooh, on this path to independence. Wow. Okay. Wow. Scorpios, this is quite a bit going on. On your path to independence, on your path to, we talked about that Aries energy, on how you perform or how you show up in your relationships. Jesus. Okay. Sorry about that. But, all right. So, it's time for you to move forward. It's time for you to move on. You have not been in the best space. Perhaps you have been sacrificing yourself for people who don't support you. Maybe feeling a little trapped. The world, we like the world. We love the world. It is the purpose in the path of the fool, of the fool's journey, is to get to the world and to gain all this enlightenment and things like that. But when the world shows up sometimes too early, it can instigate, or it can indicate feeling trapped, right? Feeling stuck. And so there's some balancing that needs to happen. There's a lot of angels here. There's a lot of angels. And to me, like, an angel can often signify, I don't like the term higher self, but if that's the term you're familiar with, think of your higher self. Think of your total self, the self that is fully integrated, that is in touch with all the different aspects of your being. So your highest ideals, your shadows, all those things, like fully integrated and kind of coming in, and then like your connection then with the divine, with that which is bigger than you are. It's kind of coming down and really showing up in your reading right now and saying that when it comes to your mind, when it comes to your thoughts, when it comes to the space that this situation puts you in of not feeling supported, it does not put you into a good headspace, which doesn't allow you then to be able to be creative, to be able to follow your own path, to be able to balance out, to be able to have the world at your feet. So it's time to let that go. It's time to do what you need to do to get out of that space. Knight of Wands in reverse. Do not rush this process. Take your time. Take things slow. You also may not be having a lot of energy after this. Like once this gets going. Move this over. I also need to make sure that you can see this. Let me look at the screen real quick. Yes, you can. Okay. Ooh, yeah, don't rush this, because this is perhaps a deep child wound. You also may be needing to be very kind to yourself, because if you're looking back on the past with really fond feelings, and you're like, maybe it wasn't that bad, and then you maybe feel a little torn about, should I have left this behind? Should I be moving forward? What if this person comes back and they make me an offer and they're like, hey, it's not, I can change, it's not that bad. And then you're lost in this space of trying to what route do I take? Do I stick with this? This is what I know. This is what I'm comfortable with. You need to take your time. You need to move very slowly. Don't rush into any decisions. Don't rush into any offers. Don't rush back to what you know, because it's what you're comfortable with. Especially if you're leaving something that was very long term, or if you're trying to change the way you're thinking about things, because that's really what swords are about. It's about your thought process. It's about how you mentally approach these things. So if you're changing your mentality, if you're changing the way that you think about things, if you're changing your outlook, that takes time, because your thoughts they are formed and they can run on a loop. They run on a loop. And so getting yourself off of that loop, off the hamster's wheel, takes time. It's not something that will necessarily happen overnight. And if we got the tower or something like that, it might have a revelation that makes you change overnight, but we have no towers here. And this is an empowering moment. This is a moment that's supposed to lead you towards understanding that you've been looking outside of yourself, Five of Pentacles, for something that you already have that's actually within you, that people probably are coming to you trying to find this information, trying to get this support. And instead of being able to harness your own energy, tap into that fire of Mars, which is you, Scorpio, you have been outsourcing that. You have been saying, no, I don't have it. You have it. This should be right side up. I saw that come out right side up. Page of Swords. Yes, we have to change our thoughts. We have to allow a new way of viewing ourselves, of viewing this situation. Because there's victory. There's victory. There's success waiting for you. You will overcome this moment. You will find within yourself, it starts within you. Start within yourself. You will find the support that you're looking for. All those things that you've been knocking on the door and no one's answering you is because you need to, this sounds interesting to say, but you need to knock on your own door. You need to go within and find that within yourself. That is where you will find victory. And then that is what will bring you this change. That is what will shift things around. That is what will end this cycle, this feeling stuck, this inability to move forward. How do we work with this energy? The healing that's needed is Queen of Swords. You have to have some really good boundaries. You gotta have some good boundaries, Scorpio. There is change coming. There is movement coming. That's Cancer energy. There is some, there's two ways, of course. Well, there's many ways to look at the Five of Wands. One is the friendly competition. So the energy of excitement to push you out of the feeling stuck of we love fours, because fours give us stability, but if you stick with it too long, it's stagnation, not stability. And so there's a stagnation that can come from if you kind of get too comfortable with this energy. So it's one of those things where it's if you go within and you find this power, you empower yourself, right? And you move out of this situation. You change the ways you're looking at things. You don't have to go to these people anymore, these institutions, these other folks that are providing you with support, and perhaps even taking care of you financially. You don't need that anymore. And you start to stand on your own. You start to be much more confident within yourself. You start to vocalize your own thoughts and feelings. And you realize that this allows you to move forward. You get out of the box. You get the change, all those wonderful things. Now you're facing people, because all of these are all facing a different direction. The angels are looking head on. But the Six of Wands and the Death card are kind of facing the side. They're facing the side. You face these things head on. That's what that brings you, this shift. Can sometimes bring conflict, especially a pushback. If people are used to you depending on them, are used to you going to them, are used to you perhaps even being the person that they depend on, they go to, and you shift this relationship, you shift this energy, that can bring some conflict, but it also can bring a little bit more excitement. And so not to say that you were bored, but you may not have been being challenged in a way that allows you to grow, or in a way that allows you to assert yourself and actually utilize your skill, utilize your wisdom. So you're being challenged here. And then Ace of Swords is saying that, I think it's time for you to hold your ground. If you have gained some wisdom from this experience, if you have gained some knowledge from this experience, if you have become a student and decided you will learn about who you are and how to be victorious and how to overcome death. Hello, we're back. But confirmation that yes, if you have been a student and you have been changing kind of the way that you have been viewing these things, viewing yourself, like you're willing to learn what it takes to be victorious within yourself through your own power, through your own might and will, by directing your own will, getting the things that you desire, then it may be time for you to hold still to this and maybe not let people convince you that you need to change, that you need to do something different. Maybe not right now. Not to say that you cannot continue to grow, all these other things. But not right now. Not right now. You don't need to be taking on this very kind of pushing energy of these other people, of these external forces that are wanting you to change the way that you're looking at things. More than likely, in my opinion, looking at these cards, is they're not wanting you to change your opinion. They're wanting you to go back to how you were. They're wanting you to go back to how you used to be. And you need to stand strong as Queen of Swords and hold down and say, like, no, like, I need to grow. Like, the lesson that my shadow, the lesson that this experience is trying to teach me is to be strong mentally, is to be able to speak my mind, is to be able to quiet my mind and to get clarity, to allow myself to see the things that do not serve me and move forward from them, to get that clarity about the connections that are working for me and that allow for me to grow and allow for me to actually find community with others and build healthy relationships with others that allow me to have the world at my feet, that bring me peace and balance within my body and my heart and my mind. Like, I have to get quiet and have space and hold boundaries in order to do that. And that is the lesson. That is how you get the peace and the healing from this. Even though it's something that will not bring you peace externally because it might rile people up, it's bringing you peace internally. This internal kind of battle that's been going on, Five of Wands, only internally, the swords, you will find peace internally, even if there's chaos externally. And I think that's worth it for you. Okay, so that's going to be it for our Scorpios. I'm really debating on if I want to pull an oracle card for you, or maybe I'll just do a separate reading with oracle cards, because I'm just like, I don't know, I'm in the mood. I love this new oracle deck I have, and I'm just in the mood. So, all right, so that's going to be it, Scorpios. I love you. I hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful month of February. I hope that you get all the love that you need. I hope you get all the clarity that you need, and I hope you get all the healing that you need. I will see y'all later. Have a great one. Bye.